Yo, what up? What up? Welcome back to Healthy Don't Hurt. We back in here live with it. It's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute. I have not done a live in quite some time. It feels good. Feels good to be back, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a minute. I uh I have some extra time today. I got some extra time today because my son's taking a nap. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live. Why not? F it. But yeah, man, I want to talk to you guys about this TikTok situation, fam. They tweaking, bro. They tweaking. The US government is not playing any games like at all whatsoever. Like they are 10 toes down. They really blocked TikTok from the Apple Store, from the Google Play Store. Like you can't even open the damn app. I am shocked. But what shocked me more was the amount of people that were also freaking out over it. I mean, I wasn't freaking out, I was affected, but people were legitimately having full-blown meltdowns because they couldn't make their TikTok videos. Like people were questioning how they were going to pay their bills without TikTok cuz some people was making a bag. Some people was making hundreds, if not thousands of dollars off of TikTok doing what do you call it? The NPC challenges. You guys remember the Miles Morales that went viral? And then there's the one girl. What's the one girl's name? I can't remember her name, but she was the black woman, and she would do the thank you for the roses. Ooh, thank you for the roses. And she would sit there for hours doing that. And every time she would get money, she would have like a certain catchphrase. I can't remember what her name is, but you guys know. But yeah, people were making big bank off of them NPC challenges, man. And it's kind of crazy, bro. It's kind of crazy how much money people were making off of TikTok. There were some warning signs earlier in the year, like earlier in the month. I'm saying that like it's not January, but there were some warning signs early on that TikTok was about to get shut down because they stopped sending the creators money, right? So there was a dude that came across my feed. He was literally, like, I'm not joking, literally on TikTok begging for donations to his Cash App because I guess there was like $8,000 that went to his TikTok account and they didn't pay him his money. They didn't give him his bread. Ford's Place says hi. Hey, what's going on, Ford's Place? And they didn't give him his money, so they held his bread. And then once the app shut down, that was the it. That was the end. Like that was it. Holy crap! This room went from 1 to 23 people. That's crazy, fam. That's crazy. Yeah, like no lie, I had one person in here, and it jumped all the way up to 23. Stacy Cruz says blessings to you. Hey, appreciate you, Stacy. Sa says what's happening, bro. Hey, what's good with y'all? Forward Play says you're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. And yeah, man, people are really hurting out here, bro. Like people are legitimately begging on TikTok because they can't get the money that was sent to their account. I knew once that happened, that would be the beginning of the end. And I think our kids get the best benefit of it. There are some kids unfortunately that lost money. There were big time TikTok content creators that were children that lost money. But I think our kids' mental health is going to do a lot better. And I go on the app way more than I realize because I be on TikTok as a user. I don't make TikToks, right? But I be on it watching, and sometimes I'll get my content from TikTok. And so I went on there just habitually. Like I never noticed how ingrained it was in my psyche for me just to open the app. And guys, please do me a favor, hit that like button. I got more fire coming to Lil Wayne in 2009. Help your boy out. Likes are free. But yeah, like I never noticed how much they had us hardwired to use the app, and even the scrolling, like it was a lot. Dylan Dylan Volka says, I wish TikTok stayed banned. Too bad it was all for a political show. It was for a political show. We're going to get into that here shortly. Forrest Place says, I'm a pro TikToker. Ban YouTube Shorts for LOL. Not sure what that means. Thoma says, I'm a Okay, don't know what that says. Thomas 27. Fat Master Boy 78 says, "Can I get a shout out? Shout out to you." Forge Place says, "Likeness, everybody like." Yes, please. I'm with him. Everybody hit the like button. But yeah, I seen that was coming. I seen that this was going to be the beginning of the end once they stop sending the money out. I do think our kids are going to be more positively infected by this happening, and a lot of TikTok creators are going to come over to YouTube. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. They ain't gonna make it. Doing this is hard, man. Like, I'm not sure if anybody's ever dreamed of like having a YouTube channel or doing social media. It's hard. It's a grind. It takes a lot of work. And there were people on TikTok, and this is what made me not want to join TikTok as a creator, right? When because I used to do Snapchat videos. When I first started out doing this, I was doing this just for free, just for my friends. Like, I wasn't making videos for the world to see. It was just me trying to make my friends laugh. And everybody was like, "Oh, you should make TikToks, right?" And this is in 2019. And so I went to TikTok and I seen everybody doing dances. They're like mouthing like songs, mouthing words, and none of it was original, right? None of this material that the content creators were doing, it wasn't their voice, it wasn't their music, it wasn't their dances. Sometimes they would bite the whole somebody's whole concept from another TikToker. And then they would get more views than the original person that freaking made the TikTok. Like, it just blew my mind. So once I seen that as a creator, I was like, yeah, YouTube's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like, YouTube is exactly where it's at. So that's why I decided to go with YouTube, because it seemed too easy. Like, TikTok was giving views to anybody. Like, you can just have like you can have a 2-minute video of your cat and post it on TikTok. That video is probably going to get like 2,000 views out the gate. You do that on YouTube or on Instagram or Facebook, nobody's gonna watch that sugar honey iced tea. Like, it's harder for you to gather a following, and I feel like TikTok really not only hypnotize the people that are watching, they also hypnotize the content creators, because you get a dopamine hit from people watching your content. Like you get something going on upstairs. Like, something happens in your head when you see people liked your video, when you see people commented. So they make it real easy for you to be seen, but they make it hard for you to profit off it. Let me read some of y'all comments here, guys. Do. Somebody said, "Where is Mariah Carey?" I have no clue, nor do I know what that means. Somebody said, "Get him to 21 mil." Hey, might as well get me to 21 mil. Ever says, "You look good today." Thank you. Anita Bentley says, "Can I get a shout out?" Shout out to Anita Bentley. Casper says hi. Hello, Casper. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great weekend. And if any of you guys are black, make sure you guys are on your best behavior tomorrow. Best behavior. Tomorrow's Martin Luther King Day. No fighting. No drinking lean. All right, I'm joking. But no, seriously, all my black people, make sure y'all are on your best behavior. You know what I'm saying? All my white people, a black person. No, don't hug a black person. But a good fist bump, though. A good fist bump won't hurt nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm an idiot, fam. I'm an idiot. Ever says, "Nice drip." Oh, thank you. Ford's Place says, "I like the hat." Matlin says, "Lies." You gotta tell me what I'm lying about. We try to keep it 100 over here. Ever says, "Nice drip." Dylan says, "A spoiled brat making profit by doing a dance and bopping their head up and down will forever irk me. It's a shame. TikTok is coming back." Yeah, TikTok is gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? TikTok is definitely gonna come back, because there's too much money and there's too much attention on the app. All they have to do is make some alterations to their accessibility, because I'm not sure if you guys know this. TikTok can actually see your names of your files. They can see the names of your files, names of your pictures. They can see a lot of data, right? They can't see like visibly, like they can't see your pictures and they don't have access to like your passwords, but like there's a lot of information as far as data is concerned that they can see, and they can store that information and they actually sell it to other companies. Let's see what y'all saying. Kat says, "Oh, LOL." Everyone says, "LOL." Lizzie says, "Shout me out." Shout out to Lizzie7248. Hey, y'all gotta help brother out. I'm not gonna be sitting here shouting, people out. If you ain't got a comment, that's relative to the topic, y'all gonna have to super chat. Or if y'all want me to talk about something different, y'all gonna have to hit your boy up there, send a couple bucks. Anita says MLK. Yeah, man, Martin Luther King Day is real. I take pride in MLK Day as a black person. Let's see, let's see. Aisha says I clicked on TikTok one time and they had all of my info. Yeah, they do. They do. Like you'll start Googling stuff on TikTok, or you'll start Googling stuff, like shoes, watches, maybe bedspreads. And then you go on TikTok and you're scrolling, and now every other scroll is an ad. I'm not sure if y'all noticed that before it got shut down. The ads revved up something crazy. And you start noticing the advertisements are what you Google. And you're like, that's creepy. Like I was just looking at shoes and bedspreads. And now that's all I'm seeing on my TikTok, you know? All right. Yeah. Y'all gonna have to. Y'all gonna get put in the timeout, fam. If y'all keep asking for shout outs, goodness gracious, just a little baby timeout. Cause I'm sorry, guys. I appreciate y'all, but I'm not gonna sit here shouting y'all out like a million times, man. Y'all gotta like comment something that's actually productive to the conversation or something that's not a shout out. Dylan says, curious, you mentioned the access of files. How do you feel about Call of Duty being proven to access? Call of Duty to access DDL files is a gateway to hardware such as a mic and camera while the game is in and out of the. Ooh. Oh, so Call of Duty has access to files as a gateway to hardware such as mic and camera. So they can, so pretty much what Dylan says is, how do I feel about Call of Duty having access to your camera and to your audio, even when you're not playing the game? I mean, there's nothing to feel, man. And this, there's a trade-off. Like y'all think that these video games, like they're just letting you play just to play. Like there is a whole technological war that is going on between countries. Like we're not fighting real wars no more. It's all digital now. And this is part of the thing. Microsoft can do that because they're an American company, right? So a lot of times, like for example, right? Criminals think they can get away. And you don't see real notorious criminals the way you used to, right? And there's a reason why. The CIA and the FBI, they have access to your smart devices. Whether you like it or not, they have access to it. Your Xbox, like everything that you do is tracked. Your smartwatch, heartbeat monitors. Any of you guys have those bracelets that monitor your heart rate while you're working out? Anything, even if it's Bluetooth, it's tracking you. So, anytime you buy something, even if what you bought, like Xbox has a subscription that allows you to play online, you're playing online, but there's a hidden cost that you don't know about. Like your microphone and camera being on without you knowing. But yeah, it's all a trade-off at the end of the day. It's all a trade-off. What was really unfortunate about this is that TikTok wasn't the only app that was affected. So TikTok is owned by a company called ByteDance. I'm not sure if you guys know this or not. And ByteDance is one of the biggest Chinese developers for mobile apps. And it's not only social media, it's also video games, editing software, and sometimes it's even like shopping platforms. Like this is way deeper than we realize. Like I myself, I watched TikTok, but I wasn't making TikTok. So when they shut down, I wasn't tripping. And then I play this game on my phone. It's called Mobile Legends. And I couldn't get into that either today. And I was like, that's weird. Why can't I access Mobile Legends? And so I Googled it. And you know who owns Mobile Legends? ByteDance. So I'm chilling. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to edit some YouTube videos, right? I open up CapCut. Can't open that. That's also banned. Who owns CapCut? ByteDance. So there are a lot of companies that are owned by ByteDance and these other large Chinese software development companies. They own a lot more apps than we realize. So this runs deep, bro. Malika Love says, why did they ban TikTok for 12 hours just to bring it back? What was the point of that? I have no idea. It's still banned for me. I don't know if TikTok is working for you guys. TikTok is still banned for me. I mean, I think it was just to prove a point, It was just to prove a point. Like America really did not like TikTok being able to track that many people and have that much information on us constantly. And I'm pretty sure there was a situation where like somebody was working for Congress or for senator. Like there was a really powerful like political figure, and their kids were using TikTok. And I think people were saying things about their location, like sending them pieces of information about the political figure, and then they started diving deeper into what TikTok can access because they were like, how does this person know that I went on vacation between these dates? It's because you were using TikTok. And people that work at TikTok were probably having access to that information as well. All it takes is one person to have the wrong piece of information and they could ruin somebody's life. They can ruin an organization. They can ruin a company. All it takes is a little bit of information. And that's what this is all about. This is all about information, bro. This is all about information. But I think they're gonna have to make a new platform pretty soon because there's always a new one. Like social media is like Cadillacs. Every single year they make a new one. You guys remember Vine? I like Vine better than TikTok. That's me personally. I like Vine way better than TikTok, fam. Way better. But TikTok's gonna die out or it's gonna come back. If it doesn't come back, they'll have a new one. They'll have a new like fad or a new trend on social media. The only thing that's not going nowhere, I'm gonna be real with you, is Facebook. Facebook is not going anywhere anytime soon. Like once I seen like our parents hopping on Facebook when we were in high school, because I know I look like I'm like 40, like I'll be 30 in a few months. And when I was in high school and once I hit college, people's parents started jumping on Facebook. And once I turned 24, 25, Instagram got bought by Facebook, or Facebook got bought by Instagram, sorry. And so they combined, they merged the platforms. And it's like the only time I've ever seen two social medias be like merged. Like you could watch Instagram Reels on Facebook. And once I seen all the older people switch from Facebook over to Instagram with ease, because older people, they struggle with technology and apps. But the rate of speed that all these older people age 40, 45 and up, the rate in which they switched over was crazy. Once I seen that, I was like, Facebook isn't going anywhere. Star says, good one, Facebook. Facebook is pretty solid. Facebook is pretty solid. Although they be tearing Mark Zuckerberg up. They be roasting the crap out of Mark Zuckerberg. I'm not sure if you guys remember what he used to look like. Like he used to look like a total dork. And now my boy got swag. You guys ever see Mark Zuckerberg pop up on your Facebook feed? He got the gold chain on, the V-neck with the curly hair, with the perm. My boy looking fly, dog. He must have been able to take some time off. Something had to change in his life. But yeah, Facebook is doing something right. So is Instagram. They've actually loosened up their community guidelines on Facebook and Instagram. Family Five says older people don't have the patience for technology. It's not that they can't do it. I think that's pretty accurate. I think that's pretty accurate. I will give TikTok credit for this. I have seen older crowd use TikTok. They don't do all the fancy like features and stuff on TikTok, but the older generation, they'll be on there. They be posting way more than I expected, at least. But older people, yeah, I think you're right. It's just not the patience. They don't have the patience. Like I see people at my job that are older, and one small change happens. With the computer, we get a new software or a new website that we have to use. They be getting mad quick, boy. They be getting salty at the speed of light. They be getting angrier than a mother. So yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. Older people definitely don't have the patience. Some people think that older people aren't capable, of learning, which I think is kind of nuts. But I think it's more so them just not being patient. They never really properly explained why you can't teach an old dog new tricks. They never explained that to us. Like I'm not old yet. I'm getting there. I'm like officially unk status. But once I go into OG territory, I'm sure I'll know that answer. But yeah, man, social media is just changing. The world is changing that we live in, and it just happens, bro. It just happens. Like there's nothing you can really do about it. That is what people are just now realizing. Like our government could do things, and we don't have a say. We didn't get a chance to vote on TikTok staying or leaving. Like we didn't get a chance to decide. They didn't ask us for our opinion. They just started making decisions for us. And that happens. Like that can easily happen. You don't realize how easily they can do it until they do it. Like for real. Like they literally removed one of the biggest apps off our phone without permission. Yeah, dog. Big Brother rules everything, and he's always watching. But yeah, technology's changing. I think one thing that TikTok was having an issue with, though, to be real, is the Tatianas. Like the hoes was all up on that platform. Like all up on there. That's why I never made a TikTok as a TikTok creator. I cannot compete. I cannot compete with a 22-year-old woman with double D, you know what, tatas, and a BBL. I can't compete as a content creator. Like y'all ever see them bimbos on TikTok? And then the gifts just start piling in. Like people be on here like shout me out, shout me out. Men, they'll be like, oh, talk to me. And they'll just throw a $20 gift in there. Like it be nuts. They be treating TikTok live like it's the booty club. Because you know they be shaking. I seen a chick with a BBL just sitting there, just bouncing on a chair, and it was just flooded. I was like, that's our fault though as men. I don't think that's a social media thing. Well, it is a little bit because they allowed it. They allowed it on their platform, but the women wouldn't be doing it if men weren't sending money. They would be doing something else. So gotta be fair. Dylan says TBF, the right begged for the removal of TikTok for the last few years. Dylan, do you know why they asked for the removal of TikTok? And do me a favor, y'all, hit the like button, hit the sub button, and say what's up. I love hearing from you guys and talking to you guys. I really appreciate you guys for viewing me. I don't know why the right would beg for TikTok to be banned, to be honest with you. Like, for what? I mean, to be real with you, TikTok doesn't hurt any. Oh, it hurts us psychologically, right? And it does leave us exposed from a technological standpoint because they have access to our data and our files. But besides that, it really doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't help us neither. TikTok is completely useless. Like I've made money off of YouTube, not as a content creator, but I've watched YouTubers do videos on subjects and topics, and I've learned skills by watching these videos, and they use those skills to make money at my job. Or I got a different job because I learned something on YouTube. That has never happened on TikTok. That's never, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. TikTok is pretty useless from that standpoint. I mean, if you're just trying to burn some time, TikTok is perfect. You'll eat up a good 15 minutes. Time will be flying, bro. Time will be flying. What's weird to me though, which kind of bothered me, is that when they brought up the reasons on why you should get rid of TikTok, they never included like the funnel that TikTok allows for like women. And not saying that like it's women's fault or nothing, but you know what type of women I'm talking about. The bimbos, right? The bimbos were using TikTok which is crazy because it's a kids app. At the end of the day and at the beginning of the day, it is a kids app. Okay. It was first started out mainly kids singing and dancing, and then it turned into something totally different. And so TikTok would allow, these bimbos, these women, ladies of the night, they would allow them to make like certain content shaking their hips or like bouncing up and down where, their cash and prizes are jiggling and shaking. And they would tell them to hit the link in my bio. And you go to the link inside their bio and it leads you to Twitter. Right. And Twitter's like the wild, wild west. They let everything be seen. And then once you get to Twitter, there's a link to the lonely friends, and then that's kind of like how kids are exposed in a way that they shouldn't be, like on TikTok. But nobody brings that up, which I think is wrong. Right. And I also feel like that's kind of why like there is a large percentage, there's a large increase in young men that's getting hooked on movies. You know what type of movies I'm talking about. And it's bad. it's real bad. And like they get older and they don't know how to communicate with women because they're so used to seeing them on TikTok or on Twitter. Right? It's just weird. and that's how like people get addicted to it. It's like a really slippery slope. Like if you guys know, like it starts out on TikTok, you're sending her gifts, and then it ends with you being in her chat on her Lonely Friends account, and now you're sending her hundreds of dollars. So, but they didn't know. People listed a lot of reasons on why TikTok should go or why it should be shut down, but I have yet to hear somebody talk about that aspect of why it should leave. It's all good though, man. Apps come and go. Apps come and go. YouTube is forever. YouTube is forever. I had to choose which one I was going to pick. When I first started doing this, I was only making Snapchat videos. And I was like, do I want to go to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook? The reason I picked YouTube is because Google owns YouTube, right? And so whenever you need some information or if you're looking for something in general on the internet, you don't Bing it, you don't Yahoo it, you Google it. So if Google owns YouTube, whenever you Google something, they're going to prioritize YouTube videos before they put up Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. All those platforms are going to take the back seat to YouTube. So once I seen that, I was like, yeah, this is definitely the platform. This is definitely the platform for me to crack my jokes and to talk to people about different topics and just to do my work in general. So that's kind of why I picked YouTube. But yeah, it's unfortunate, man. People are crashing out. People are crashing out. There was a dude saying that he wouldn't be able to pay his bills because TikTok wasn't gone, because TikTok wasn't here anymore. And I felt bad. I felt bad for him. He was like, "Man, I make 2 grand off of TikTok. I moved my family into a house that wouldn't be able to afford without TikTok." Like he was legitimately crying, bro. I felt bad for him. Like that was a situation where I genuinely felt bad for him. And there was another one that was like kind of funny. There was another one that was kind of funny of somebody crying. Like it was hilarious. He was like, "I'm gonna have to work now." He was like, "I'm gonna have to work. What am I going to do?" Like my man was dead ass crying that he would have to go back to work. He was like, "Do you know what I used to do before this? I was a DoorDash driver." And he started pounding on the steering wheel. And he was older, bro. He was not older, but like he was like my age. Like dude was like 33. Like man, like he never had like a real job, no real skills. He was like, "I am screwed." He was like, "I am super screwed." I was like, man, like people put too much faith into the app. I don't, I still work a 9 to 5, contrary to belief. I know you guys think that I just sit up here on YouTube all day. I work. I'm gonna probably always work, because unless you start a business off of social media, you quitting your job is stupid because once the money dries up, it's a wrap. Let them shut the app down. Game over. Let them stop sending money out. You can call it a day. You could call it a freaking day. But who knew? I did not have this on my bingo card for 2025. TikTok being banned, and I'm pretty sure there are some other apps that I'm forgetting. The ByteDance had removed as well. But yeah, what can you do? I think everybody's gonna go over to Twitch. That's my guess. All the TikTokers are gonna go over to Twitch. That do live streams. They're not going to come over to YouTube because if you do YouTube as a content creator, it's a lot more difficult for you to get viewers if you're just now starting out, and it's just way easier for you to get views on Instagram or even on Twitch. The reason why I still go live on YouTube is because I'm based here, like my foundation is here, and I don't see a point in me spreading myself out like across like Twitch, Instagram, and other platforms. It's just easier if you can only find me on one spot. So, but if you do lives and only lives, you probably gonna go over to Twitch. You probably gonna go over to Twitch. But yeah, man. Let me know what you guys think about Twitch getting banned. Apparently, it was only for 12 hours and they're about to bring it back. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I did see an article about that they're working on returning Twitch. They're working on bringing Twitch back. I'm curious to see what changes the government is going to have them make. Like, are they going to force like a scroll limit? Are they going to limit what data and information they can see on their phones? Are they going to create a time limit where you can be on this app? Dylan says Twitch or TikTok. Oh, I'm talking about TikTok. I'm talking about TikTok. But yeah, I wonder if they're going to start making some requirements, for TikTok to come back. They're going to have to make some adjustments. I'm curious, man. I'm really curious. Because I feel like eventually people are going to start going through VPN servers to use TikTok, which is that's crackhead behavior. If you can't go without something so much that you've got to use a VPN, that's how you know you got a problem. But I think people are going to start using VPN services, and then the VPNs are going to get affected. They're going to shut those down. It's going to be never ending. I don't think people are going to give up on their TikTok, unfortunately. People love scrolling too much. I just didn't see the value in TikTok. Like I watch YouTube, right? I make YouTube videos, but like I also watch YouTube, right? And I watch TikTok, but like I just don't get nothing from TikTok. The videos are too short. Like what can you teach me in 15 seconds? You know? Like you know whose TikTok is unbearable to watch? Some of the women TikTok creators that get ready with me, or the come with me in the day in the life of videos on TikTok. I'd be like, people actually watch this crap. They'll be like, oh, here's what I eat as a 32. Here's what I eat as a 30-year-old black man, living in Pennsylvania. Like nobody cares what you ate, bro. You ate food. Congratulations. like, bro, why are you doing content showing me what you're eating throughout the day? If you're not a bodybuilder or some type of high level athlete, who cares? Voloka says, as it stands, TikTok is usable if you still have it without any patch updates. It will become degraded if nothing is done soon. You cannot download the app as the app stands now. I deleted the app off my phone because it was taking up too much storage. I think it's like 5 gigs worth of memory. I just deleted it. I had it on my phone. When I launch it, I just get a message saying that it's banned in the US, but blah, 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 blah. Hopefully Trump, once he's inaugurated, will do something about it. And then it close out. Same thing with my video game, Mobile Legends. Also owned by the same company that owns TikTok. Their name is ByteDance. They're a software development company. And so same message I get on my mobile game. I don't know if any other video games on your mobile devices are affected. But yeah, this sucks, bro. I was a pretty big Mobile Legends player. Like, I don't really play video games, but I play that one like quite heavily. Like, I'm ranked in everything. I've been playing that game for years, and I just can't no more. It's like damn. It's like damn. But so somebody's gonna take its place. I want to know who's gonna take TikTok's place. I think it's gonna be YouTube with these YouTube Shorts. I think YouTube is going to take their spot with YouTube Shorts. And the reason why I say that, I've been making YouTube videos for like 3 years so far. And when YouTube Shorts first came out, I was like, why are we doing YouTube Shorts? I was like, that's kind of weird because we already have TikTok. J2 Cool for You says, hey, what's poppin', Jay? How you doing? And I was like, we already have TikTok. Why like why do we have YouTube Shorts? Why would we want TikTok on YouTube? And it's because, people will watch it. Not only will people watch it, look what happened to TikTok. It didn't last, you know? And I think YouTube knew about it before we did. I swear to it. Google knows. If anybody knows, Google, they know. Jay Too Cool says, I'm good. What about you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying to be great though. You feel me? I'm doing pretty good. It's a nice chill 3-day weekend. But yeah, I just it really baffles me with all this. But YouTube is going to take their spot, I'm pretty sure, with the YouTube Shorts. I even noticed that like there are more features on the YouTube Shorts now than like 6 months ago. Like they keep adding more and more stuff to the YouTube Short features, like tools. Like whenever you go to make a YouTube Short, like you guys see my YouTube Shorts, I'll have a background. Sometimes I'll have letters. Sometimes I'll have music playing. All of that wasn't like possible on YouTube. Like they gradually gave us these tools to make YouTube Shorts. And then probably about 2 or 3 months ago, they started like really ramping up what we could do. The quality of the tools increased. Like the letters for captions and stuff used to be terrible and very ugly. Like it was so bad on YouTube that you almost didn't want to make a YouTube Short on the platform. You would have to record it edit it into an editing software, and then you would upload it on YouTube. But now you could do it all on here. So they really did a good job of making sure that they caught up to TikTok. So I think that's why they are. I think that's why they're going to be the ones to take over TikTok's position. But yeah, man, who knows, bro? Who knows what the future holds? Who knows what the future holds? My question is, if they can do this with TikTok, what else can they do? You know, I wonder if Donald Trump is going to take a. I wonder if he's going to take a presidential. What do you call it? I wonder if my Alexa. She's not plugged in. I can't remember what it's called when a president like puts something into action forcefully. But a president of the United States can choose to do something without consulting any other like government body. They don't have to consult with Congress, the Senate. Like they can put something into action. I can't remember what it's called. But if the president wants to, he can put in a presidential action for TikTok to be unbanned immediately. Right? So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. This will definitely help Donald Trump. Either way, if TikTok comes back while Trump is in office, you already know that Trump is going to, he's definitely going to bask in the glory of TikTok coming back. He's going to be like, you're welcome. That's who I want to hear from. I want to hear from Donald Trump about this. Uh, Bro, I thought you was Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, in a parallel universe. All right. You think I look like Michael B. Jordan until Michael B. Jordan standing right next to me. Like for real, bro. Like for real. Oh, executive order. Herbert with the save. Herbert Scott with the save. It's called an executive order. When the president commands something to happen without consulting any other governmental body is an executive order. I wonder if he'll do an executive order to bring back TikTok. I wouldn't be shocked, but yeah, man, I'm watching Trump's next his next speech for sure, because you know he's gonna be talking about TikTok. You know, if when that gets brought back, he's gonna drop a whole diss tape about why he is amazing and why he brought TikTok back and how you should all bask in his glory. Hey, bro, regardless, I don't care what nobody say about Trump. One thing that man will do is entertain. Like, I've never seen a presidential speech be entertaining. Like, I be falling asleep at most political events, like rallies and speeches. I be damn near falling asleep. Trump get on stage, he be cracking jokes, he be roasting people, trash talking. It's bearable, he makes it bearable. So, I'm sure TikTok will be on the menu for discussion. I'm sure, but yeah, man, it's 2025, bro. Stay ready. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Because if there was if somebody told me that TikTok would be on the chopping block, I would say that you're crazy because too many people use it. But you just never know. You just never know, man. 2025, who knew? But hey, man, I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'm gonna probably do one more live talking about something different. Probably gonna start that in about 4 minutes or so. But yeah, man, I'm gonna just wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Any content creator that's on TikTok, very sorry about you losing your account. That does suck. But you should have picked a better platform to do your stuff on. But either way, come over to YouTube, bro. It ain't too bad. But yeah, man. God bless. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys have a great 3-day weekend. If you're off of work, I hope you guys have a great 3-day weekend. And you black people, don't be acting up on MLK Day. God bless. Peace.